Hey everybody, we're back at the Christmas Sleigh event today. I thought I would share with you my progress so far, my plans for the rest of the event, and I thought we would play through a couple of trips or go on a couple of journeys. So, for my progress so far, I am currently on sleigh level 3 of 4. I've traveled 2,445 total kilometers. I haven't won a huge variety of items, but that's just on me because I've just been doing some of these shorter journeys, just slowly trying to unlock the divine journey on level 3, and I don't want to use up all of my snowflakes and bonuses on the off chance that when the epic secret journey becomes available in 1 day and 9 hours that maybe we won't have to have a sleigh level unlocked for the epic secret journey. It'll just be available to everybody automatically on that day. And if I decide that I want a divine that's in there, I don't want to find out that all of my snowflakes and bonuses have been used. And yeah, I'm just trying to kind of save that for now and still got another day and 9 hours to wait. So I did get a Titans challenge from level 3. That was something I splurged on. I went after Prancer as soon as level 3 unlocked because I made it my mission in life to collect all of the reindeer, and I have succeeded in that because when Comet was announced in the Horn of Plenty offer, I went after Comet and I managed to get her in 5 Horns of Plenty, and all of those Horns of Plenty were really generous on the black market front as well because I managed to get a black market item in each of those Horns of Plenty. That was pretty nice. And I did get a couple of water troughs and tractors. That was just trying to unlock the expedition journey. Otherwise, I've been doing the Apple trip over and over and over again. Based on the guides that I've read, it just sounds like doing these shorter trips are more efficient because you end up using less snowflakes and bonuses compared to like the classical saddle trip or something, some of these other ones. And I did find that was true myself. I did an experiment comparing how many snowflakes and bonuses I used for both the Apple trip and the saddle trip. So the Apple trip is only 50 kilometers. The saddle trip is 100 kilometers. It's double the distance. Every time I've done an Apple trip so far, I've just used one aging snowflake and one bonus, and I can be fairly mindless when I click my way through it. I don't really have to pay too much attention. But for the classical saddle trip, I used at least two aging snowflakes and at least two bonuses, I think, every time. And I really had to pay much more attention to what I was feeding my reindeer, what bonus I used, how far I wanted to travel with my reindeer on that. You just had to pay more attention. It was more click heavy. And for me, it just seems like the Apple journey is just, it's more efficient. It just works better for me. I don't know if it works better for anybody else or whatever. I'm just poking my way along, trying to unlock these upper levels. And like I said, hopefully the Epic Secret Journey will just automatically be available to everybody. If you're wondering what divines are under here, there were some spoilers posted in the spoiler forum. Somehow on the French server, some of the players were playing with the URL, the web address, and they found out what divines might be under here, which is a shame for me because I did want to be surprised. I didn't want to know until the day this was unlocked to see what divines are under here. The only thing I wanted to know was, are there any requirements to going after these divines? Because it's going to be pretty depressing that I still need like another 1,500 kilometers to travel to unlock sleigh level 4. And then if like this divine here that I want, like if this is Balios or something, it requires you to travel another 4,000, that's just going to be sad, and then I'm just not going to bother. I have a lot of passes stashed up, but my VIP is coming up for renewal in March. I'm wondering if maybe I should just save my passes for that. So that's my progress so far. That's kind of my plans tied up into it. I'm basically just waiting to see how this epic secret journey is going to work. And if it turns out I'm not going after any divines, I'm probably just going to go for like the Horns of Plenty and the Titans challenge. Unless it looks like I could get maybe this love divine here with very few passes, because this divine does give you 20 passes every month, which is pretty nice. And it's actually shorter distance than Reua. So that's maybe what I will probably do. Also, little fun laugh at me for today. I realized about 2 days ago that for the previous 5 days, I had not done any mountain rides with my horses, and I lost out on like 15 aging snowflakes. I couldn't believe it. When I figured that out, I'm not even sure how I figured it out. I just noticed it like, oh, I hadn't done any mountain rides with my horses in 5 days. I laughed about it for a good 5 minutes. I just thought it was hilarious. So let's go keep doing my Apple journeys. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I've got all of the reindeer that are possible to have. For the 3 reindeer slots, I've been using Blitzen and then Cupid and then Donner every single time. Also, I know there's been some discrepancy about the description of Comet because in this description here and in the instructions for the event, it says that she'll give all of the reindeer behind her plus 20 vitality. But in the message we got regarding the Horn of Plenty offer, it just says to the reindeer behind her, like singular, just one single reindeer behind her. And the players were also finding out that just in practice, she was only giving that vitality to the one reindeer behind her. So I don't know if just like maybe this description is a typo or not. It hasn't affected me right now, but I'm sure if you have all of these 4 slots unlocked, that does kind of affect your strategy a little bit. But I'm not going to worry about that for myself right now because I'm not using her. So let me put these together. I used the bonus on, looks like I started this, but I hadn't actually gone, like traveled anywhere. I used the bonus on the first day. It doesn't matter if I use the skis or the team spirit. I don't think I've been using the padded horseshoes yet on this trip just because I've always had a lot of team spirits in stock. I don't like these padded horseshoes as much anyway. I don't really understand them as much. So I just use a bonus on the first half or like first day of this journey. Confirm that. I'll take care of the first reindeer with each of these 3 actions. So I do drink, stroke, candy cane with the first reindeer. And then depending on how the energy is in my second one, I'll just do 1 care action because I somehow finally realized on like the 3rd day of playing that you don't have to do these care actions with your reindeer that are towards the front of the sleigh because as somebody pointed out in my last video, it's the reindeer at the back of the sleigh that's using up the most energy, which makes sense because that's how it works in real life. I just hadn't realized that that was how it was working on the game. So I don't waste any time doing all the care actions with the reindeer towards the front because they're not using up as much energy, and that means you're saving time in your reindeer's day. And then when you feed them, it doesn't matter because that just feeds all of your reindeer. So we're going to feed them, and now I'm going to do my 9 travel, and I still have an hour left in their day, but if I tried to feed them like 1 unit of feed, I still can't actually do any more travel with them. So I'm going to put them to bed. Also, that doesn't really seem to matter much because even when I use up the full 24 hours, I'm still using 1 aging snowflake and 1 bonus to finish out this whole journey. All right, I'm going to switch these around, which just means that I'm going to put Donner at the back of the sleigh and Blitzen at the front of the sleigh. I'm going to age them up. So there's my single aging snowflake. I am not going to use a bonus on the second half, and I don't even really have to be like very exact for what actions I'm doing with them. I'm just going to feed them like whatever amount, literally whatever amount. I didn't even look to see what I feed them. And because I only have 5 kilometers left, this 9 distance will complete that journey for me. So, like I said, I can be very mindless clicking through this Apple journey, which is why I think it's pretty nice to do this if you're just looking to unlock those upper levels. I'm going to do 1 more trip with this. I don't want to use up all of my bonuses and snowflakes today, so let's just do 1 more. I'm not doing bad. I still have 36 aging snowflakes, even though I missed out on those 15 for not doing mountain rides. Still can't believe I did that. I'm going to use a team spirit this time just because I feel like it. So let's care for my reindeer, do all of Blitzen's care actions. I'm just going to do, I think that's a stroke. I think the middle one's stroke. So we do that with Cupid. I'm going to feed them 6 units of fodder and travel 7 kilometers. See, that time I actually managed to get like the full 24 hours use out of them, but it doesn't matter because I'm just going to use up 1 bonus and 1 aging snowflake. I'm not even going to bother switching them around because I don't really need to. Blitzen's at 96%. We should be okay there. I don't have that much more to travel. Yeah, see, we're going to get this done just fine. See, this is really nice. You don't have to pay attention. So if you're worried about messing up your clicks or something, just do this Apple trip. And I'm not sure if there's like a more efficient way to get through this. Like maybe you don't have to use a bonus every time. I don't know. I've just been doing this because I have like a gazillion bonuses. So 53 out of 50 kilometers and we're done. I wonder how many apples I've gotten from this event. I wish this was at least carrots because apples for me are pretty much worthless. The only time I ever give them to other players' horses is when it's required for an objective. I mean, it does give morale to the other player's horse, but I don't know if it's like, it's not really needed because it's pretty easy to boost up the morale on your own. Although it is a good way to like acknowledge somebody else's horse. So, you know, that's cool too. But otherwise, I don't think like practically speaking, it doesn't have much use. So that's how I've been doing on the event. Don't forget, it actually ends on January 2nd. It doesn't end this Monday. It goes for like a week longer than what it normally does. So we do still have a week left of the event. So let me know how you guys are doing, what your plans are, what gifts you've got. Did you manage to get any of the divines with no passes? Because gingerbread was possible without passes, I've heard. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.